Ladies and gentlemen, Guns Shots Academy to Coneds. You're watching Arnold Holonet News. The only news you'll ever need because you have no other choice. But you know what? It's a better choice in this era for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. People, it's the last pirate coming to Galaxy of Heroes in this era. Clap it up. We're almost done. It feels like it's been 10 years that we've been doing all this pirate shenanigans. I kind of triple dogged their CG. They should make the next Conquest unit and the next era more pirate stuff. I want to see the chaos that would break out. But I digress. We have today the final kit reveal, the final character of the pirates until we get Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka, likely in the next 2-3 weeks or so from now. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see where the tides take us as a pirate here. And this last one's gonna be Captain Silvo, and they're kind of alluding, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, that there's probably gonna be another variation of this guy sometime down the road. And I want to bring this up before we go into this kit reveal. I was thinking to myself, you know, this has definitely been one of the colder feelings I feel like we've had for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes in terms of this era. Now, of course, I know there's some people that like the pirates, and pirates, for me, it's like it's Hondo. That's really the only pirate I care about. I was thinking, it's like, man, I think people would have been way more stoked if we had like 2 bounty hunter conquest units and a full era, 2 full bounty hunter teams. I don't know what it is. It just, bounty hunters feel more Star Wars-y in Star Wars than the pirates do. I don't know. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If not, well, what else is new, right? I'm always all over the place, but it's just something I was thinking how I would have loved to see more bounty hunters than pirates. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it, because at the end of the day, we're playing this game because it's a Star Wars hook, right? I don't know. A lot of these pirates, I don't feel as Star Wars-y as when I see like Bosk, IG-88, you know, Mando, Grief Karga, you know what I mean? Jelly beans. Anyways, let's get down to business. Talk about this kit reveal. You know, as we see right here, they're leaning into, let's start off with this. We looked at the many identities of Jod, Captain Silvo, during the Skeleton Crew series. There was a lot of potential in all of them. They don't know where Jod's story is going, but they're basically starting what we saw with the beginning of the show, him being a Captain Silvo. And as they say here, you know, again, we got to kind of wait and see where the future takes us. We leaned into this identity for the first iteration of the character in Galaxy of Heroes, and we hope you enjoy this character as much as we enjoyed putting him in the game. So, you know, you can read between the lines. I don't know when they're gonna do this, you know, but it seems like they're leaving the door open. You know, obviously he has some sort of, you know, I can't remember, unaligned Force user, Jedi origins that they can maybe tap into. But in the meantime, here's what we got: support leader, scoundrel, unaligned Force user, Order 66 raid, Art. You know, at least at this point, see, just embrace the meme. Put Arter 66 in there. Makes me feel a little bit better about all this. Here's what I want you guys to do. As I said a moment ago, we played this game, you know, because there are games with better mechanics, better gameplay, blah, blah, blah. We played this because of Star Wars. I want you guys just to pretend for a moment that this is a new Sith Lord, a really cool Jedi. I don't know, new Clone Trooper, Rebel, Empire, whatever you want to do, Imperial Trooper. If you take away the pirate skin, these kits are so neat. I think a lot of these characters, they have such neat kits. It's just the pirates, I just don't feel like people have as much affinity for them on average, right? Of course, there's some people that love the pirates, you know, they have some niche things that I like about them. Anyways, Captain Silvo is going to be showing up September 9th, required for Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka at Relic 7, the last Marquee character needed. I'm assuming we're going to find out the last batch of requirements needed for Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka. And with that said, let's get into the kit. Basic ability, 0 patience. Just like people have 0 patience with this pirate era that we've had so far. Deal special damage to target enemy, inflict them with evasion out for 1 turn. People, we got another solution for conquest feats. I don't know what is with me. These past couple kits, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to use this in Conquest. You know, like Quiggle's got a ton of blind, and you know, now we got evasion down. Conquest has broken me. What can I say? If the enemy team was staggered, if the enemy was staggered at the start of the ability, Silvo gains turn meter equal to the amount removed from the enemy. Keep that in mind. We got a very interesting Biston mechanic. Like, you might be like, what, Biston? When's the last time we talked about it? Just get ready to see. Down the road, they kind of took the Biston idea and amplified it quite a bit. If the allied leader slots Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka, all pirate allies recover 10% health and protection. On the basic, pretty neat stuff right there. All right, open the vault, cool down of 3. Deal special damage to target enemy and stagger them for 1 turn. You know, kind of tying into this a little bit up there. Silvo gains alert for 2 turns. We don't really see the alert mechanic being played around too much, of course. Night Troopers got it. We don't really see too much, but here we're bringing it back into fruition, and all their pirate allies gain speed up for 1 turn. Guess what? It's going to get better. Just hold your horses for a moment. If Silvo or Pirate King Hondo knocks at the leader slot, attacker pirate allies gain Frenzy for 2 turns additionally. Oh, okay. What else we got here? And if Hondo knocks in the ally in the leader slot, all pirate allies gain a stack of profit. Keep that profit in mind. Silvo interacts in a very interesting way, a little bit down the road a little bit, but the Frenzy mechanic, again, I don't know why. The first thing I'm thinking of is things like, Bosk, Biston, taking these effects, sharing it with the rest of the team. It's gonna get a bit interesting. Hold on, it gets a bit better. The only thing that matters, cooldown of 3, it's got a Zeta on top of it. Check this out. Remove altimeter from the target enemy, and all other pirate allies gain turn meter equal to that amount. That to me reminds me of, when Biston first came out, it was kind of interesting niche. It was very helpful for things like the Rancor raid where you could just, the old school one that is, where you could just remove turn meter. Biston was kind of an MVP back then, but it was only for himself that it gains turn meter. Sharing this with the other pirate allies, oh, okay. Now things get a little bit more interesting. If you're pulling 80%, 90% turn meter, feeding it to your team, that's a big deal. So making sure you use it on the best target possible is gonna go a long way. Reduce the max health of the target enemy by 10% stacking, and pirate allies gain 10% max health stacking for the rest of the encounter. Again, this gives me a little bit of like Jedi Knight Luke vibes in a way, right? When he does repulse. Again, as I said, just pretend these aren't pirates for a moment. Pretend that this isn't Star Wars. Let's just say that. These are going to be cool abilities to have. I'm telling you, people would be freaking out. This was like another dark side vision ray, or I don't know, Darth Crate, some Jedi Sith out there. It keeps getting better. You're going to steal all heal over time, protection over time from all enemies, reset their duration, and grant them to all pirate allies. Oh my, my, my. And then whenever Pirate King Hondo Knock is in the leader slot, inflict enemies with health steal down for 2 turns. Health steal down. We don't really see much of that in this game. Is that? We have health steal up. I don't know. Yeah, health steal down. Is that a newer effect in this game? It's about, inverse of health steal, but instead of getting more health recovery when you're hitting, you're getting less of it. And if no buffs are stolen, pirate allies gain health steal up for 2 turns. This ability can't be evaded or resisted. An irresistible turn meter removal. Oh, yeah, this is good stuff right here. Good stuff. And guess what? This is when things start getting interesting. What are my hypotheses, I guess, if you want to say, with the pirates? Maybe not even just so much that people just don't have as much affinity for pirates, compared to like their neighbors, the bounty hunters, or in general. We love Star Wars mainly because of Rebels, Empire, Jedi, Sith, Clone Troopers, Imperial Troopers, blah, 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 blah. And everything else just kind of gets a little bit more detached from Star Wars. But I think another theory that I have is that these pirates really have not been Grand Arena focused. I mean, Maz Kanata is obviously going to have Grand Arena stuff. We're assuming Hondo's going to be obviously dominant in some aspect in Grand Arena. But all these marquee pirates are primarily territory war designed. And again, don't hate the messenger here. That's not the love game mode in Galaxy of Heroes. A lot of potential if they kind of address it. But anyways, we have a Grand Arena Omicron. This is when we can maybe start appreciating this team more. How many months in? I don't know. 29 months into this era. At the start of Captain Silvo's turn, if Brutus had more stacks of profit than Silvo, Silvo's inflicted evasion down for 1 turn. But get this. While Silvo has evasion up or evasion down. Oh gosh, please no. Oh, please no. Gosh, no. I'm getting, no. Is this just Ezra in pirate form? He's going to get 125% evasion. Please, no. Stop. Just stop. No. Oh boy. While Silvo has heal over time or protection over time, he's going to get 200% tenacity. They're like, people really love these Ezras. Let's just make another one here. While Silvo has health steal up, he's going to get 100% potency. Whenever a pirate ally gains a stack of profit, they recover 10% health. If they were already at full health, they recover 10% protection instead. Whenever Pirate King Hondo Knock is an ally in the leader slot, pirate allies gain 100% defense. Defense penetration, 50 speed for 3 turns at the start of the encounter. Yeah, I guess you can basically say this is essentially like the Hux to Pirate King Hondo Naka. Oh my gosh. That's an explosive start. A lot of defense, a lot of damage opportunities. 50 speed, that's no joke. That is no joke. And whenever Silvo loses a stack of profit, he's going to stealth for 1 turn. And if Pirate King Hondo Naka or Maz Kanata's into ally leader slot, the cap for profit is removed for Captain Silvo. And then the Grand Arena Omicron. You're finally speaking my lingo, and the best part about it is it's on the unique ability. So unlike a lead, which is going to very soon be outdated when Hondo comes around the corner, this is going to be something you should be able to use with Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka. In Grand Arena, he doesn't need the lead. Whenever an enemy had bonus protection, protection up, shield up, attacks on a turn, this sounds like a massive FU to a 20 million light side teams up there. You know, Gungans, heck, even maybe Master Kenobis. They lose 10% of their max protection. Oh man. Whenever an enemy gains protection up, they are exposed for 1 turn. And then whenever an enemy loses turn meter, like we just saw, we got some turn removal mechanics, all pirate allies recover 25% health protection, gain a stack of profit. So that turn removal that we talked about a moment ago, it's even better. It's basically a heal for your team on top of it. Holy cow, that whenever pirate allies gain protection, they're also getting 5% turn meter. And then whenever Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka is in the allied leader slot, the first time, oh boy, the first time any pirate ally is defeated, if they had a stack of profit, they revive with 100% health and protection. Oh my gosh, that sounds neat. And that's not even what Hondo does. Of course, you need Hondo to have this, but we already have a passive revive. So someone, let's say, here's the way to phrase it. This is a big FU to Commander Tano. Big FU to even Drogon. Teams that rely on a big opening burst where they just boom, nuke someone out right away. Doesn't matter. Revive. So that's kind of a big deal nowadays. Oof, that is a big, big deal. Wow, wow, wow. And then the leader ability, well, you know, we're gonna get a few weeks of use out of this. You know, then for other people, if you're not getting Hondo anytime soon and you want to engage the pirates, well, you're gonna use this in the meantime to fill in the spot. Whenever pirate allies end their turn without a stack of profit, they'll gain a stack of ferocity for 1 turn. Pirate allies have 50% health steal, while Captain Silvo's active. Whenever a pirate ally starts their turn with more stacks of profit than Captain Silvo, they recover 25% health and protection and gain 50% offense until the end of their turn. Kind of a fun little mechanic, kind of leaning into the idea of mutiny a little bit, right? Yo, you think you got more profit than me, huh? Whenever Captain Silvo assists another pirate ally, that pirate steals a stack of profit from him. Fun mechanic they're playing around with. While Silvo's profit has minus 10% defense, while he has no profit, he has plus 10% evasion. Really interesting stuff, right? Basically, when he wasn't the pirate, gosh, when he wasn't the pirate captain, he had no profit, right? And he's basically evading all these pirates that are after him. Really funny stuff they're going on here. I think it's cute. It's cool. Of course, Hondo's going to be the end-all, be-all, and who knows, maybe somehow Maz Kanata steals these guys. But generally, what we're seeing is Silvo's going to be leading these guys. Maz Kanata's going to be part of the Kicks crew with the Thano, Quiggled, all that stuff. But one thing I can't appreciate, again, ignoring the fact these are pirates, that's right now it's been, you know, with the limited things I've done with them, it's kind of nice. So I can like throw in, for example, Vayne inside of the Kicks lineup with the Thano. You know, there's a little bit of mixing going on here. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for hopefully the last pirate Marquee in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes for the foreseeable future until we get Pirate King Hondo Ohnaka. Let me know what you guys think. Are you kind of like me, where if you just kind of took away the pirate, you know, identity with this team or this character, you'd be like, oh boy, this is gonna be a cool clone trooper. Oh my gosh. Anyways, my friends, thank you for stopping by in this late night kit reveal that Star Wars Galaxy Heroes has put out. This has been Arnold HoloNet News, the only news you'll ever need, because you have no other choice.
Oh, it's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.